Yo, 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 what's good, YouTube? It is your boy, Make America Lit, and I'm back with another episode of Great Builds. And in today's episode 4, we're doing an old build. This was one of the more popular builds, actually, in the beginning of the year, and this is like my third build, I think, or my second build, and I'm just not a fan of it, man. Like, it was regarded as a lockdown build, but it's just obviously not a lockdown build. So let's not bullshit. Let's just jump straight into it. So you're gonna make a small forward, obviously, because it's a wing. Handedness doesn't matter, but I'm always right. And for whatever reason on this build, I've always rocked number 0. So we're gonna throw that 0 in there. For the pie chart, you're gonna want to go. Let me see, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're gonna go for the 7 pie chart, which is the red and green pie chart, which is shooting and defense. Me personally, you can pick any one of these pie charts. Me personally, I always go speed over anything, because speed is the most important thing, and as they say, you can't teach speed, so you kind of are gonna want to always have, like, high speed, max out shooting, because you're gonna want to have as many badges as possible. You're gonna want to max out the defense, because basically on this build you're gonna be 3 and D. Trying to remember what I did for finishing. I think I got 3 finishing, so I think I maxed them out like that. Just so I could finish close shot, I could make a layup, and I can get, decent dunks. Or you need at least a 70 driving dunk to get just contact dunks, period. To be able to trigger a contact dunk. But, you obviously don't get the packages until you hit a 84, I believe, 84, 85, 86, or 83, 84, 85. Oh, no, just 80, 84, and 85, I'm tripping. And, these last points, I believe I put into my passing, and I made that mistake because I figured, well, you know what, I want to be able to pass, yada, 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 but that was a mistake now, because having a 40 ball control, which you're not going to even have a 40 ball control, because once you adjust your speed and your weight, that's these stats will fluctuate or whatever, so, and I figured, well, I'm not going to really be dribbling, but you're going to want to be able to dribble, so what you might want to do is you might want to get rid of that third finishing badge, you know what I'm saying, and just rock 1 finishing badge, you know what I mean, and then put your ball handle up as much as possible. Now, this is as much as you can go. Now, you can always take away one of your shooting badges, or even bring down your close shot, since it's not like you're going to get a thing anyway, a finishing badge anyway, and go like that route, or maybe go this route right here, 72, 70, 74. Since you're only going to have 1 finishing badge anyway, doesn't really matter about having an 80 close shot, so you can, just bring that down or whatever. Or you could even go as far as bringing all of these points down, maybe throwing that into your passing, so your passing is a little bit better. But I don't think 6 points from 43 to 49 is going to really make much of a difference. But that 70, the difference between 70 and 74 will probably make a difference as far as like getting better dunk animations and triggering dunk animations. So knowing what I know now, and having played on my rebounder wing and gotten them up to like a 97 to 98. You definitely want to have this 67 ball handle, and when you get a higher overall, a 96, 97, you hit 98, you get a 70 ball handle. Now you unlock the pro dribble animations. Now you can really dribble. I mean, you can still get ripped, but I mean, bronze unpluckable. You'll be able to actually dribble and bring the ball up the court, and an 82 speed, which will probably go up to like an 86 speed, and that 78 acceleration will go up to like an 84 acceleration. Like, you're gonna have a nice little decent build. For my defensive builds, I always go Burley, even though I know it doesn't matter. Now, you can play around with your height, but I went max because the whole purpose of this build, it was supposed to be a good build for not only just playing 2s or 3s in part, but it was supposed to be a build where you can pretty much guard all 5 positions. Now, this build, I used to be able to guard point guards, but then when everybody started spamming behind the back, it's a little bit harder when you look at the attributes and stuff like that. Yeah, you get 20 defensive badges, but this was my biggest gripe with this build. You know, it's regarded as a defensive build, and it's not really a defensive build. This is more like a rebounding stretch four kind of build. Like your majority of the time, you're going to be playing the four. If you're on a build like this, most people usually run the rebounding wing at either small forward or the four, but you usually see them run the most at four. You know, it's a really strong rebounder build. As you look at the rebounder stats, 86, and then the 78 is low, but you add that with a rebound chaser on Hall of Fame, like you're gonna be snagging, and I was snagging with this build as well. But the problem is that it's regarded as a defensive build, and it's really not a defensive build. Even though you use the defensive pie chart to make this build, it's not really a defensive build because like 68 lateral quickness, even though you're gonna get some of that lateral quickness back because we're gonna go minimum weight. 72 perimeter defense, like a 73 steal, like you're not gonna really be impacting the game like a multi-position defender or a two-way finisher would, or even a two-way sharpshooter. This is more like a rebound and stretch build. So if you look at this as a rebound and stretch build, 83 free throw, 75 three-point shot, and a 78 mid-range, like those aren't that bad of stats. Those aren't that bad attributes. You know what I'm saying? And then you add the 86 rebound, you're not going to find a stretch big with the 86 rebound. I'm sorry, you're just not. And then for my build, I went minimum weight because I don't really plan to bang down low like that. You know what I'm saying? So the strength ain't really, it's not going to really matter. And even if you go back up to the default weight, 63 strength ain't gonna matter. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can go max weight, but a 69 strength ain't gonna matter. Like your interior defense gets a little bit better. You could bang down low on defense a little bit better, but that shit ain't gonna matter, bro. Just throw pogo stick on and just tough it out. You know what I'm saying? Reach a couple times. You know what I mean? Put that Hall of Fame rim protector to work. But you gonna want to be minimum weight because when you are out there on the wing by yourself, you're gonna need as much acceleration, as much lateral quickness as possible. You get that lateral back up to 70, which, it's better than nothing. For wingspan, I believe I went until my 3 was a 77. I think I went right here. Like right here, I believe, is what I went. But I couldn't. Let me see. Yeah, this is where I went because the ball handle is a 37 and not a 38. So I went with the 82 wingspan right here. So your mid range would be an 81. Your 3 is a 77. You got a 60 ball handle now, which ain't that bad. It'll get you to the rim. I ain't saying it's gonna do anything else but that, but it'll get you to the rim. You still got an 80 block, and you still got over a 70 steal, so you can get rips, especially if you're running, a little silver or gold pickpocket. And obviously, I mean, I went with the lockdown defender build, takeover. You can go with the spot up shooter if you want, but me personally, when I made this build, I had defense in mind. I'm a defensive minded person. Like, my channel is really based on a lot of defensive builds and stuff. That's just my specialty, defensive and playmaking. So I went with the lockdown defender takeover, and plus, this is like one of the easiest takeovers to get. You know what I mean? Just pick your man, play some defense or whatever like that. Now I truly think because I changed the ball handling, because I made this build exactly the way I made it before, except the ball handling is up. So let's see if I take the ball handling away, and then I throw it on pass accuracy, and we're gonna leave everything else the same. 6'9", minimum wings, weight, all of that same thing. Bring this down to a 77 thing right there, and then lockdown defender, high 50s or mid 50s, or it got to be under the wings being two inches shorter or 2 inches longer. It changes the whole build name. If you have like 1 point over a certain amount of ball handle, it'll change the whole build name. So I'm gonna throw this up to 95. And then I'll throw on the badges that I usually run. These are the badges I usually run with my rebounding wing, or I have. I mean, the third badge usually varies. Sometimes I'll go acrobat, sometimes I go giant slayer or relentless finisher or whatever, or putback boss since I do a lot of putbacks. Also, sometimes I'll throw in lob city finisher because I catch oops, and then sometimes I just go like gold contact or gold consistent or whatever I think is gonna help me hit the most layups. But your best bet is to just throw bronze everywhere. This dude has like a 70 driving dunk, so you can catch oops. That bronze is gonna help you with, catch a oops, especially if you play with somebody that cheeses oops or whatever, or who can throw oops. You definitely want to go with that. Uh, the one play make it better since your ball handle is so like absolute dog shit. You always want to go unpluckable. It'll reduce your chances of getting plucked. Your defensive badges. I usually just go 5 Hall of Fame. I mean, you can go gold, but since the attributes, in my opinion, are so bad, you kind of want to go with a bunch of things, but you kind of want to go with like 5 Hall of Fame badges or whatever like that. This last badge, you can put these last 2 points anywhere. In my opinion, I would probably go bronze chase down and maybe bronze pogo stick. But also, if you're going to be playing big man in park, you're going to be running the 3 in park, and you're going to be going up against a lot of centers. You can't go wrong with like silver post move lockdown or silver moving truck. Or if you want to throw bronze and bronze, I personally wouldn't do bronze and bronze, but I'll probably do silver post move lockdown if I'm going to be running the big man position. Or I might just throw that on rebound chaser, and maybe rim protector or intimidator to force the big man to miss some layups and stuff like that. But that's probably how I would run these badges. To be honest, this is probably what I would do with Hall of Fame intimidator, gold clamps, interceptor, pick dodger, rim protector, rebound chaser, bronze chase down artist. A lot of people say interceptor don't matter. You could always go no interceptor or bronze and then maybe put it on something else. Personally, I like the interceptor because it's not going to let you jump up for those alley-oop disruptions if you don't have interceptor. I promise you. It literally won't. You literally will not catch a single alley-oop out of the air with no interceptor, bro. I've tried. It is like almost literally impossible, bro. So moving on, we're going to go to the shooting. I rock Hall of Fame on my rebounded wing because I have like a glitchy jump shot, very quick, very fast jump shot. Like it's very glitchy, and I'm just used to timing it with Hall of Fame. It's not gonna really work if it's not on Hall of Fame. But usually, well, every other player, I rock the same jump shot across all my players. Silver quick draw, range extender, hot zone hunter are the 2 most important badges. You could throw some green machine in there, some dead eye in there, some catch and shoot in there, and then this is probably how I would run these badges. I know people would say, gold or bust. If it's not gold badges, it's trash or Hall of Fame only. But I feel like this setup right here is what works best for me on my rebounded wing, and it just makes me like an all around decent shooter. You know what I mean? Like, in my opinion. Also, you could always just go gold with these badges, you know what I'm saying? And then hit these gold like that, or throw these around however you want to throw these around, you know what I'm saying? However you want to do it. Any one of these work, but I'm just saying these are what, in my opinion, are the most important to have Hall of Fame, hot zone hunter, range extender. Then the next would be catch and shoot, green machine, and dead eye. And then corner specialist, obviously, I wouldn't go higher than silver, but this is what we have, so this is what we're going to go with. And that right there is basically how I would set up my rebounded wing. Hopefully, this video was informative. Taught you how to make your build if you was thinking about making a rebounded wing build or whatever. I know a friend of mine's, my boy Rasta, was talking about making one, so hopefully this helps him out. Hopefully it helps you out if you're watching the video. Be sure to drop a like, comment, and if you're not subscribed, go ahead.